Well, Parkinson's disease affects around 100,000 Australians. To get this, 38 people are diagnosed every single day. It really can be such a debilitating and socially isolating condition.
Yeah, absolutely. Our next guest has created an online platform to help bring those suffering from Parkinson's together. Founder of Insight and PD warrior Melissa McConaughey joins us now. Good morning, Melissa. Now, last year you created this online forum, Insight into Parkinson's. What inspired you to do this?
So I've been a physiotherapist for about 20 years, and much of that time has been spent working with people with Parkinson's disease. And I've really noticed a shift in the last 5 years, with people becoming a lot more interested in how they can improve their lives and live a really fulfilling life. And there was a lot of questions that I could answer, a lot of questions that I needed to correct that were coming from the internet, and also a lot of questions that I couldn't answer. So we came together as a team and we decided to create an online forum. We wanted to do it on a large scale, so we created it to be a global scale, and now it's the largest online forum for people with Parkinson's disease.
That's excellent.
You were corona-proofing it almost before you even knew it, getting everything online so people can get all the information there. At the moment, no cure available for Parkinson's, but the message from you guys is that this doesn't necessarily have to stop you from having a fulfilling life.
That's right, and if my patients have taught me anything, it's how fulfilling and rich their lives can actually be. And it really comes down to four key things, I think, and the main things being keeping themselves active, so exercise is really important, nutrition, really good nutrition, community support and keeping those social engagements together, and then a perspective and mindset shift. So all of those have become really apparent to me over the last few years. Keeping active is really important. We see that most people with Parkinson's are typically about 30% less active than other people without Parkinson's disease, so we aim to try and combat that. Social isolation is a really big problem, so again we try and help people create those really strong networks, look at organic foods, possibly even ketogenic diets, which is what they'll be discussing in the Insight conference, possibly looking at reducing dairy. There's lots of information around that, and mindset is really important. I think if people can move on from that self-stereotype that they impose on themselves, they can live incredibly rich and fulfilled lives.
Well, you mentioned physical activity there, but you've also developed a neuroactive exercise program. Now, what does that involve?
Yeah, so neuroactive is a word that we phrased. So PD Warrior runs a neuroactive program which the exercise approach adopted is, think about a lush tree. So there's new shoots, there's branches, leaves, it's really lush, and that's what we look for with a brain, a Parkinson's brain that's doing exercise and stimulation. Whereas if you're doing just normal exercise, it's great for general health but not specific for your brain. It might be more like a deciduous tree in winter and the leaves have dropped off. The brain's very effective at pruning when it's not stimulated. So our exercise program is designed to be challenging, intensive, fun, complex, really get the brain moving and get those neurons connecting.
Oh, cool.
Now, at the upcoming summit, you've got a couple of really well-known international authors on this front. They've got a book coming up soon called Ending Parkinson's. What can you tell us about where that's going?
This is really exciting. So this is the first book that's really discussing the fact that Parkinson's may in fact be man-made and therefore preventable. So what they're bringing together is the fact that we've got 38 people diagnosed with Parkinson's in Australia every day, and that number is increasing because it's an industrialised nation, perhaps due to environmental toxins, pesticides, etc. So what they're arguing is that it's time to come together as a global audience. We've done this before for eradicating polio, which we did. We've done it again for HIV and AIDS, and we're seeing this happen now collectively with coronavirus. So we know it's possible to bring this global collective together and try and eradicate Parkinson's, and that's what they're really speaking to. So Insight is a really good forum for them to be talking about this.
That is such great news and excellent work from you in setting this up. Melissa, how do I say your surname?
McConaughey.
McConaughey, because I just said it like Matthew McConaughey when we introduced you. So, all right. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And for more information on how to join the conference, head to insightintopd.com.